Good morning, good afternoon and good night. We're just quickly going back into this weekend's runners, starting off at Royal Randwick. This is obviously everything that isn't in a Group 1. So starting off in the Schweppes handicap over 1600 metres, you've got Paternal drawn 9, Rhys Jones.
He's going okay. Like to see a better track and probably a little bit further before I was getting too confident with him, but he's returned well, and yeah, he'll bob up at some stage through the spring. And the reason we didn't mention the Group 1s is because we've already did one yesterday, didn't we?
Yep. And just to clarify, he's actually not called Hugo, he's called Chris. Kalina, Barrier 5.
Lovely race for him, Charlie. He's won over the Randwick Mile. Heavy 8, heavy 9, I'd be getting a little bit concerned, but the better the track, the better he'll go. I think he's a terrific winning chance.
Arnold, Barrier 13.
Yeah. Look, a bit tricky. I think he's still 6 months away, this horse, but as you saw last start, just a few things went against him and he wasn't quite tough or mature enough to be able to go through those little issues. So don't drop off him, but at the same time, just respect. He's still 6 months away.
Okay, then we head into the $1 Million Hill Stakes with just one runner, Yonkers from Barrier 1.
Yeah, Yonkers is probably half a run behind, if that makes sense, especially if it was going to be a soft 7 heavy track. He's better on a good track, so just wait for him.
Okay, heading into the Dulcify, where you have two runners, Conqueror and Lindemann, drawn 7 and 8.
Yeah, Conqueror is up to a more suitable distance now. I think you'll start to see the real horse shine through. He's just been a bit vulnerable against those sharper horses, Luck and Running, barrier draws, etc. have been against him, but no excuses Saturday.
His work was good this morning.
Yeah, it was. It's been good all week. Lindemann, really nice horse. Probably more like a Carbine Stakes horse. Good track, big track. Sort of at the end of the spring, I think he's probably just a bit vulnerable, especially on a wet track, but I like the horse.
Okay, then just down into the last, race 10, the Cleanaway handicap, 1200 metres. Mananui from gate 11, 52 kilos. Yeah,
lightweight. Again, better track would be better. Look, we haven't worked the horse out. He lost all confidence when he came. Gradually getting it back. I just want to ride him quiet and see him finish off. But look, lovely horse, all the ability in the world. We've just got to get him right.
Okay, then we'll quickly fly down to Flemington, and in the Danehill Great Barrier Reef, Barrier 6.
I think the horse is going well. Big step up in class after winning his maiden in Sydney. Draws okay, good jockey. He gets his chance to put his hand up.
And then into the Lexus Bart Cummings Shiraz, Barrier 13.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck this prep, wet tracks. First up run was a terrific run, and then he struck that really wet track at Caulfield. Up to a suitable distance, big weight, awkward draw, good jockey. So a few positives, a few negatives. Most importantly, he's going pretty well.
Desert Icon, drawn 2.
Flying, absolutely flying. The question mark with him is the distance, 2,500 metres, but couldn't have the horse in more racing with any better confidence and form. Brett Preble rides, good draw.
And Francesco Guardi, drawn 6.
Yeah, he's made the trip down because he drew wide and the prospect of a wet track in Sydney. So, good surface I think will be the key to him. His work prior to his last start run was as good as we've seen all prep. Hasn't gone backwards. Love to see him on top of the ground again.
Okay, race 8, the Gilgai Stakes, Tycoon is drawn 10.
He's a good bread and butter horse, and set weights and penalties doesn't really suit him. There's some really good horses in this race with much higher ratings. They're better suited, but he gets his chance to run up straight, and Joe and the team have done a great job with him the last couple of weeks. He's settled in well and got familiar with the place, so he's probably going to run better than his odds would suggest.
And Shakira, drawn 4.
Yeah, well, we know he's got ability. He's gone down there looking for a better surface. Once he finds his form again, he'll be worth following, but hopefully he can find that Magic Millions winning form that he had a couple of years ago.
Okay, and then down into race 9, the Superimposed Stakes, 1800 metre listed event, and you've got a maidener going round. What's your thoughts there?
Well, I like the horse, Kapakuri, and I think he was only beaten by the Derby favourite last start. So he's trained on well, he's drawn well. He'll get a good track for the first time. So I think there's some positives there. He's a pretty lean looking critter, isn't he?
He is.
And he's fit, he tries hard, and he's a possible Derby contender with the way he's been racing.
Okay, very good. Now heading up to Eagle Farm quickly, race 2, Otira, barrier 7.
In terrific form, as is the stablemate, Zarsiba.
Yep.
They'll both run well. Hopefully they can run the Quinella.
Okay, race 4, Moktafi, also flying.
Yeah, he's going great. Lofty's got him tuned up and racing so well. So 1800 metres suits, reasonable draw. Good chances at the farm.
And you're not doing tips,
No, I'm not a tipster.
but
Not
you
a
are doing
tipster.
black bookers. You love the colour black and you like books. So
Yeah. Manzois is my black booker. Thought he ran a terrific race, and follow him through to the Spring Champion Stakes and maybe even the Victorian Derby,
VRC Derby.
possibly.
Very
And tell me,
interesting.
Charlie, what's your black booker now that you've finally worked out what a black booker is?
No, we're not. You said I'm not doing black bookers.
Oh, no,
I'm
you're
just
doing tips.
I'm just doing tips.
What's your tips after finally getting on
My
last week?
tips.
What was your tip last week? Quality time.
Quality time.
Interesting.
Quality time. My tip is Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, right.
Great Barrier Reef into Kapakiri.
Right. I had 2 tips.
Yeah.
Into Parramatta?
Yeah.
Wow. Could be
Yeah.
anything.
Could be anything. Para will win the boys and the girls grand final on Sunday. We'll have it all.
Good luck, Charlie.
Good luck
Good
to you
luck to
too.
everybody.
Good luck, Brad Moore.